Good morning, everyone. Hope your week has been enjoyable and productive. Mark O'Donnell here with Operations Excellence. We've had a schedule change. Steve Thompson of Integrity Cost Consultants will be joining me in 2 weeks. Matt Major of Growth Mode Technology will be joining me next week. Thanks to Matt and his staff here at Growth Mode Technology, your local IT department, for use of their training area again. I'd like to talk with you this week about performance management. When many of you hear this term, you might immediately think of the annual performance review process, and those thoughts and feelings may not be very positive. Performance management, if done well, can be so much more and be a very positive experience for all involved. Let me take a few minutes to explain. The main objective of performance management is to give managers and employees a clear and consistent system to work within, which, in turn, leads to greater productivity. When done effectively, performance management can build company culture, empower employees, define and align goals, and improve communications. So what are the elements of a world-class performance management system? First, it's defining duties. And these are best documented with a job description. Aligning employee duties with company objectives. Here we need to ensure that the job description is aligned with achieving the defined company goals. Developing clear performance goals. Establishing performance goals using the Y-SMART criteria. Again, Y-SMART stands for written, harmonious, yours, specific, measurable, attainable, realistically high, and time sensitive. And doing that development of those goals with the input of the employee. Checking in. It's absolutely critical that the manager and the employee meet regularly, at least once a month, throughout the course of the year to discuss how the employee is doing, using the performance goals as a guide, and also to let the employee provide feedback to the manager. This should be a two-way conversation. The annual performance review is only a piece of this. Outlining job development plans. Building of job development plans should be a part of the annual review process, and once built, they should become part of the regular discussions throughout the year. Giving recognition. Recognition is usually interpreted as pay increase or bonus. Compensation is certainly a very important piece of this, but are you recognizing employees' achievements throughout the year? If not, you should be. So how do we measure employee performance effectively? First, we set clear goals, again, using the Y-SMART criteria and done with the employee's input and involvement. We measure the performance against those goals. To do that, we need to have objective data. Communicate regularly. Again, this refers to the regular meetings. Give and get feedback. Again, these are two-way discussions, two-way conversations. And last, but certainly not least, be flexible. Always be open-minded in these discussions. Lastly, here are a few key tips when conducting an annual performance review meeting. This should not be a once-a-year conversation, as I've already said, should just be part of the ongoing conversation that's being held throughout the year. Prepare for the review. Make notes, lay out the flow of the conversation. Thirdly, ensure you have enough time and a private space to have the conversation. Always start with the positive. What do they do well? When discussing areas for development, stay positive. Help them see how their goals align with the company goals. What are their professional goals and aspirations? Sometimes if we don't ask, they may not tell us. Lastly, if significant improvement is needed, development of a written performance improvement plan is typically the best way to handle this. These are the basics of a performance management process that will enhance company culture, empower employees, define and align goals, and improve communication. When done well, managers and employees will no longer dread the annual performance review, as it is now just a part of the ongoing conversation. If you'd like to learn more about how to implement an effective performance management process in your organization, call me today at 315-480-5515. Again, that's 315-480-5515. Thank you for your time. Have a great weekend. Hope to see you next week.